Hi folks, we're back on the HMV 2028. I removed this panel here thinking that's how you got to the amp, but you don't, because I've not got the manual on this. But that needs re-sticking down anyway. Right. Right. Well, basically, there's no transformer in this, as I thought. It uses a auto transformer, which is a separate winding, which is a winding on the motor. Motor's nice and free, but I'll service it anyway. Let's just take these wires off here. Man, you do need to. I might be able to service it in here. Oh yeah, I can service it in situ, it's okay. Right. Well, there's a... Right, so we need to replace this capacitor here. And we need to replace all these really, because these are all really old. And... these are all really old, these capacitors, so they all need to be replaced. They've got them old Black Hunts ones in. So what we need to do is get them out. I need to find my sucker. We'll start with the smoother. And we'll test the old ones. We'll test the old ones as we pull them. Oops. There we go. But we'll start with the smoother, and there's a little neon there. That just pops back into there. Right. So. That one. That one. Give this one a bit more of a suck. There we go. Right. There's no markings on which way it goes or goes in, but I know the positive goes this side. But do you know when you just think you've sucked it off and you haven't? There we go. You think you've got the solder. You think you've got it sussed, and there we go. Right, well that's starting to bulge. Goes into the live that side. This is, if I get me what you call it, this is starting to bulge. There. So, and there I think. So what we need to do, we need to see if we've got a 1500 at 30 volts. So let's have a look in the stores. 1500. Got 1000, 2000s here. Can put a 2000 in it, no problem. But have we got a 2,000? Yeah. That's 1000. They're 2200s. See what we've got in the thousands. See if we've got 1500 in there. No. No, these are all 16 fucking volts. 10 volts. Oh, good. Might have to put an order in for some caps there, folks. 2,200. 1,000. What about these ones? It's a 1,000. That's 63 volts. Still not enough. I'd like to be a bit fucking bigger than that. Here we've got 1.5 here. 1,500 here. 25 volts. 25. 40 volts. I think there's a, oh, that's a bit crusty, that one. No. Shouldn't even be there, should be thrown. Some of these, a lot of these have got given. What the values of these things in here? 315 volts at 20 micro. Didn't know I had all that lot. Right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of these out. I'm going to get this box here out and I'm going to have a look. And I'll just stick you on pause a minute. I'll be back in a sec. Right, what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to put a 2,200 in. That's all I've got. So, if anything, let's move it better. Positive went this side. And it should fit. No. Makes your day, would you? When your capacitor falls out. Right. Negative this side. Negative this side. And positive towards the end is the way it went. Now I'll bend that over that way. Just bend that over that way. Get some of this lovely solder I got from Jay. Try and pull enough off. There we go, to do the whole job. Right. There we go. There we go. I want to try and not turn all the wires. There we go, that's that. So I need to look at these and see which way they're marked. That's the input. I need to see which way these things are fucking marked. So that one there's got to be replaced. You can't see which way it's... You can't fucking see. They are polarised, these bastards. But you can't see which fucking way they're done. Well, there's a grey stripe on that going down. I'd have to say the grey stripe is negative. Just open fucking right. But I know the grey stripe's facing that way, so... it down. I think my socket needs to be replaced. There we go. Right. Yeah, that's made by Callens. And what value is it? Two microfarad, 2 UF, 25 volts, and that's the plus side is that side. So the plus side, see, they haven't marked the border which way round it goes, they just marked it, the capacitor there. Never marked it to the capacitor, just marked it that something goes there. Right, so, right folks, it smells very nice that either. Anyway, I'll get on with recapping this. I'll come back when I've done it. Hey folks, I'm back. Let me just put the capacitors back in the trays. Put the capacitor trays away because we're done with those. Replace the capacitors. Well, what we'll do now, we'll go through the ones I've taken out and just see what were wankers and what weren't. See what, if any, were fucked. I know the smoother was because there's a bulge in that. So that was being replaced no matter what. Leave that one out for now because I'm not going to get it in. I had trouble with it before getting it out, so I need to take some out of that. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get the capacitor tester and we'll test and see what the state of play is on these capacitors. I've got a feeling that we're going to be... I mean, there was a hum there, so I do believe that the smoother was playing up. So we've got them all here, all the ones I've replaced. So we'll start with this smoother. This should be 1,500 microfarad. And its voltage is immaterial, that doesn't matter, but we were getting a hum, so $1,696, and it's a 1.5 ohms on ESR. Well, given that the value's gone up, I'd say it's on its way out. And it's got a bulge on it anyway. There's a bulge in it, I spotted it earlier. There. Yeah, just there, you can just see it starting to bulge. That's fucked. Now, I mean, whether they read okay or whether they don't, I'd throw them in the bin anyway when I'm done. So now let's check this one. This one is a 400 UF. I mean, and that was coming in at 600, nearly 700 actually, 669 and 0.8 ohms on ESR. They're all over tolerance. Well, so far they are. And let's have a look. $250. $408. That's well out. Wow, that's well out. So they needed doing. Yeah, I've put new ones in. 417. And what should that one have been? Same as that one, 250 UF. So that's more than doubled in value. Probably why the fucking treble doesn't fucking work. Because there's not a lot of treble response in this. So what value is this one? 75 microfarad. That's an unusual value, that, isn't it? Well, it's reading 112 and 0.41 ohms. So that's 41 ohms, isn't it? So 0.41 ohms. What value is this? $25 volts. Don't think I could see the value on this one. Oh yeah, 2 UF. Might not read this would have been low. UF, and that's reading 3.4 UF, so it's nearly 4 UF. So they've all sort of like gone really high up in value. So you know, they're all really high up, where they're all higher than they should be. And what we'll do now, just check everything, make sure we're happy. Okay, now. There we go. Let's connect. Just connect the workshop speaker. Connect the workshop speaker. It saves me having to go all the way into there. I can just connect it to here. It won't matter about the load, just to do a quick test fire, which shouldn't make any difference too much. Just do a test run. There we go. Now, just turn it off. There's the signal wire, which shows nothing can touch the mains. We've got nothing there. Oh. Ah, that's interesting. No. That might just have some crap in the switch. Oh, hang on a minute. I missed a capacitor. Yeah, I have, look. One eyed in there. And let's just have a look. Yeah, we're unplugged. And he goes, where does he go? And he goes to the volume control. So what we'll do, we'll have him out. Oh, yeah, we'll have him out. Which way round does it fucking go in? That's the issue. Negative towards me. I hate it when they don't mark the boards. Oh, the fucking print's lifted there. That fucking pad's lifted. You cunt. Sort that out. Just get me pliers just to lift that capacitor because I can't get my fingers in. Right. So let's measure this one. Turn my meter off rather than flatten the battery. Let's measure this one. What should it be? .25 volts, 2 microfarads. .25 volts at 2 microfarads. 3 microfarads, that's 1.4 ohms on the ESR, so that's not looking good. So let's get a replacement for that. chuck a new one in. 10, 4. Normally can't put a 1 in it. What did I put in there before? Put a 3 in, didn't I? Put a 4 in it. There we go. Ooh. That's fine. Find one that'll do the job. That's one UF, that's no good. 2.2 microfarad. That's 400 volts. I don't really put a big one like that in. One. What are these? No point what? It's weird. These are all the fucking same. Where's the fucking value on it? 0.47 microfarad. 0.47. What have we got? One. I might have to put these 2.2s in at 400. I don't want to put a big fucking capacitor in now. 2.2, fuck it. It's the right value, it can go in. I'd rather not put a value. I used a 400 volt one, but that's all I've got, so. Let's have a look at this pad. Need to sort that out. And the negative came towards me, didn't it? Right, well, what I'll do now, I'll move the pad back to where it should be. There we go. Push that down with the pliers. Oops, look through. There. That's flush to the board. That bend that slightly over. There we go. It's flush to the board. Let's get it soldered in. There we go. There we go. Snip that. I don't understand. Right, so that's that back as it should be. Right, so that's all the capacitors replaced. Shit. No, it ain't. Put that fucker in. Fucking wrong. I've made a mistake. Oh, you can't. Fucking thing's moving. There we go. Put the fucking capacitor in fucking back to front. Good job I fucking realised before I turned the bastard on. There we go. Let's pull this out. There we go. Don't know when I've crushed a bastard. Dopey fucker. Get me knob. Right. So I suspected that it was the capacitors, which more than likely was, but I also you also have to consider you might have a dodgy transistor or two in these things after all these years as well. There we go. Right. Right, let's make sure it was soldered. Here we are. Let's click that one. Click that. There we go. Give that a bit of a scrape. I'm not happy with that connection because that pad's lifted, so let's reinforce it. There we go. Bloody hell. go. That's that. Make sure there's nothing in the way. No. Make sure the speaker wires don't short. We're alright there. Now, still got that home. Not as bad. So what we'll do, we'll give the switch a clean if we can get the stuff into it. See if we can get the cleaner into the switch. Probably not going to be able to on this. Why do they make them so you can't get the fucking switch cleaner into it? Right. What I want to actually do, I want to test the treble, because the treble on this didn't work, or not that good. Don't know whether the neon works either. Yeah, it does. Bass, treble, the treble works now, it didn't earlier. Right, I'm going to hold it there because I'm going to have a brew, and I will actually do a bit more checking around. But we've got could be this transistor here, which is the one nearest. Well, you've got two transistors there. We've got two right next to each other. Could be one of those. That feels a bit loose. It's not, because I've replaced that, so it's not loose. It's not loose. Anyway, so basically the caps have been done. Now we've got all new ones in there now. And I'll service the motor. That's only a squirt of oil in the motor. And I was going to put another amp in this because I've got a nice HMV amp under here which doesn't hum. It's a nice clean one, but I was going to put it in, but I'm not, because there's not really much room for the transformer. I've got to make myself a drink, folks. I'll be back soon. Because my throat is as dry as a nun's crotch. You know how dry a nun's crotch can probably be. Folks, we're back. It's time to reunite the amplifier with it. Take these wires off the speaker wires. It's time to pull that knob off. We are disconnected from the mains. It's now time to reunite the amplifier with its case. It's been recapped. I've done what I can do. I mean, there's putting the amplifier back in is a bit precarious, because you have to, the best way I found of doing it is putting it up like that. I've got a little torch here I got off my friend Fred the other day, which is brilliant because it lets me, I need that little screw from down there and we're going to pick that fucker up. It's a screwdriver, is it magnetic? I need that back because it has to go. See if I can get my fingers down there. See if I can get my fingers in. Tell you what, if it had hairs around it, wouldn't have any problem, would I? There we go, got it. There we go. Now, next one is to, next step is to drop, to just drop, get the speaker, there we go, to drop the amplifier into place, and I'm hoping I'm not in the way. I'm hoping I've not obstructed my path with getting the tool in with that capacitor. There's certain things you don't really think about. Now that should go into there and then just push down there. That's the neon. There. That's where that goes, I believe. Then the amplifier. It's there, and the two nuts are already in the tool. So, tighten the first one up. What are we actually in there? Don't say that capacitor's too tall. Let's see if I can move it. I'm not going to get into it. Let's put that there. I might have to do a bit of jiggery. Oh no, it's alright. I'm okay. I've just happened to move the capacitor over a little bit. I left a little bit of clearance, luckily. I think I did. Get that in there. Let's try and get the nut out of the middle. That fits in there. Here it is, it's there. There we go. Yeah, well, this is going to take some fucking doing. I said earlier, didn't I? I have trouble getting my fucking fingers in there. I ain't going to get my fingers in there, I don't care what to say. I need to find some method. Does that go all, does that touch all the way down to the bottom? Let's just have a look. no way I'm going to get my fingers in there. Wow. Where's the magnet? Drop the nut. No. Let's put the magnet on the screwdriver. Now where's the fucking nut gone? Got it. Alright. Whoops. Alright. This is a real tough one, this, folks. Getting this into here. I mean, I'm not going to get my hands down there, I don't care what they say. Had to be a way of getting them in. Let me give it a think. Let me just have a think. Be back in a minute. Right, I'm back. Managed to get the amplifier back in. There was a bit of a struggle. I've got it back in. Bit of a bastard, but we did it. It's in. Or I did it, should I say? Not we. I don't know why I say we. We've got it. I've got it back in. Now complete. There we go. Oh. We'll just turn the torch on. There you can see that the amp is back where it belongs. Both nuts are back on. Took a fuck. It was a hell of a job putting them fucking nuts on. Now let's get the connect the speaker. Connect the speaker back up to the speaker. Luckily enough, this is easy enough to do. Just get my torch. With my torch, it's easy enough to do. There we go. Right, let's get the. Let's turn that off. Put this. Let's make sure all the wires are not tangled. There's the motor and there's the input. Right. Ooh, pardon me scratching my head. Sometimes this will have to be done. Now, what we need to look at next is the motor, and basically all we do with the motor, we just give the motor a little squirt of oil, if we can find the oil. I'm trying to think where I last seen my oil. It's here somewhere. It's not behind there. No, not behind there. Probably fucking disappeared again. My oil does that, you know, it's there 1 minute and then fucking when you look round it's gone. It's not up there. So, anyway, basically all we do is just put a squirt of oil. It doesn't need it, to be honest, I mean that's okay. So what we'll do, we'll leave that for now and we'll have a look at the auto changer itself. I've got the speaker grill for this, it's in lovely condition. Now I'll put that way for a minute. Whoops. Let's just put the knobs back on and they won't get lost. So turn the knob so at the centre and it makes it easier, or at least it should make it easier push the fucking damn things back on. Now it's pointing straight up. There we go. That's the bass. And the treble actually works on it now. It didn't earlier. So we're all out on the treble now. The volume. Took me a while to find the manual on this because I didn't actually have the HMV version, so I had to cross check it, and it's luckily the amplifier is used in a different model as well, so usually luckily another model, I discovered another model uses the same amplifier, so I was able to put that in there for now. I was able to just cross check and use that circuit to go off just to double check things. And one of these screws have disappeared as well. I'm hoping it's on the fucking side here. Because them screws hold the motor in. It's not a problem because I've got some, but I'm one of these where I'd rather put in what I take out. I need to have a tidy up on this bench. It's getting a bit ridiculous, to be honest. So there's the two motor screws. There should be 3 of those. So, oh, the other one might be in the motor. Yeah, the other one might actually be in the motor, funny enough. The other one might be in the motor. If it's not, I've got another one. I've got a few of them. I keep them sort of screws when I strip a record player that's no good. I always save them, so I've got them, so it's not a problem. So what we want to do now, we want to just basically have a look at the auto changer. And there's not a lot to do with this auto changer because, unlike most of them, this is a pretty good one. Alright. I mean, this has been greased not long ago. Yeah. Somebody's taking very good care of this. Let's get my lighter because I need to, there's 2 wires there that are not connected and they need to get connected. I need to connect them over to here because I'm putting a stereo compatible cartridge in it, so I need to do you know earlier on I knew where my fucking lighter was. Because I have a, although I don't smoke, I have a cigarette lighter for burning, just for burning the insulation off wire. Very thin wire that you can't strip, or it's difficult to strip. I have a lighter for that purpose. There it is. That's all I have this for this purpose. I'm going to tidy it, have a good tidy up in here tomorrow. Get this record player out of the way. My soul just fell on the floor. Get back up. Now let's have a look. So what I want to do, I want to connect the red and the black to these 2 terminals here so that I can put in a stereo compatible cartridge. There we go. Put all this so it doesn't end up on the floor. Let's tin these two wires. There we go. There we go. It's actually in quite good condition, this auto changer. It doesn't actually need any work doing on it. It looks like somebody's actually had a go. Looks like somebody's actually, this looks like it's been checked over quite recently. Because the grease is not dried or hard. I'll have a look under the turntable as well, because I've noticed the idler's not very good. So let's black on. White's on. There we go. That's the turntable. That's the changer done for stereo, for the stereo cartridge to go in. Now where's me cartridges? Where's me cartridges? I've got a nice one. I had a nice one in my hand the other day. There's one there. Look lovely. It's a lovely nice stereo compatible. And it's got a turn over stylus as well, so you can turn the stylus over. So basically that should fit. I mean, somebody at some points had this trim off. Probably, well, somebody's had it off obviously because they put a new cartridge in, but they put a GP90, an ICOS GP91, and it should really be. Really, it should be a BSR, but we're not bothered about that. We'll just soon get this GP91 out of here because it's a horrible cartridge, and the head shell's a bit on the slack side, could do being tightened. Got a weight there as well. There we go. Well, that cartridge wasn't in very good, was it, folks? Look at that. That wasn't in very good, was it? All I did was undo it. It fell out. Put that in the cartridge box. Put that in the cartridge box. And we have this one. Let's just tighten the wand up on the head shell up. I'll check the back as well. Yeah, that's okay. This one's loose. Well and truly. It's alright now. Now, this is not the right bracket for this cartridge, but it fits. It just does the job. It's not correct, but it will do the job, it will work. So what we need to do, we need the red and green on one side. So we need to not really tight them. Can I clip the, where's the clippers? Fucking very loose them. Maybe the pins have been pushed a bit further in than what they should be. So if I just get it on the edge here. what I want to do really is just pinch them down a little bit so they fit. Okay, now, yeah, it's actually in very good condition, this auto changer. I think it's been given some service just recently. Does that one fit on okay? Because that's a white. Yeah, the white fits on. Well, that's half the battle. The black, put that next to the white. It doesn't matter where the black and the green go because they're grounds. But it would be nice to wire it in phase. And it's difficult to get your fingers in. That's the black and the green, or the black and the red, or the black and the white on okay. And the green. The reason why the green's suffering is because the reason why the red and the green are suffering is because they've been pushed in. There we go. Just chop that off there. Do the same for the red. Oh. Chop that off there. There we go. And it saves a lot of fucking about. Now it should plug on, it should be fairly tight, which it is. And that one's fairly tight. And then well, that's a bit of a fucker, it doesn't fit. Doesn't I thought that would have fit. It doesn't. Let's pull the cartridge out and make a modification to the bracket. Oh shit. Come off. There we go. Right. Now, does the rest of the bracket fit in? Yeah. Right, well this won't fit. Don't think that fucker will fit either. No. It doesn't. What about the one off the GP91? No, that won't fit. Won't fit on a cartridge. I know what I'll do. Clip that. So it's the same fucking width as that. And it just fits. Let me just try something. Let's get the screw off. I'll do that a minute. Because I might, I don't think it will fit the other way. That's a bit loose, a bit tight, but it fits that way. So I'm wondering, it fits that way. So I'm wondering, no it doesn't. Right, that side there's a bit. Get off. So, what about now? That go in? Well, that's in the wrong position anyway. Yeah, it will go in now. And that has to go there so that the hole is at the back. There we go. There's only one screw in that, but that doesn't make any difference. Now it's, it ain't going to go anywhere once it's in. Now we need the guess what, folks? That's spot on. Would be nice to sort of like find a way of holding that in. And put the cartridge bracket in as well, because that moves. And how the fuck you're supposed to get that? Right. Try this way. No, it just moves, which is a bastard. It just moves. Unless I try. Put that through it. Hold it in place. Put that there. So we get the screw in. Nope, so we've moved out of the way. about that. Tighten that down and it'll pull the bracket in. There we go. Now all we do, we clip the cartridge into the bracket. Will that set on the record? Yeah. Now it's just, that needs to be straightened out a bit. It's a bit gnarled, isn't it? There we go. Right, so what I'll do next, I'll put my signal tracer on. And test the cartridge. Shift all this shit. There we go. Yeah. Just take one of the wires, take the white wire off. Make sure we've still got a signal on both channels. Yeah. I'm just trying to both channels are working, so I can turn that off. Right, I can solder, oops, can solder that back onto there now. There we go, and that's the cartridge done. This stylus is in its LP one, but it's supposed to be LP78, but it ain't. It's just shut straight. There we go. That'll do. Yeah. Now let's take the clip off because it was a bit sluggish on the idler, this. So we'll give the idler a bit of a spruce up, because well, it won't because of the no motor there. Oh, there we go. Now we'll check. Looks a bit dry under here. The idler's not bad. We'll give it a clean anyway. Where's the rubber renew? And we'll check. That's a bit stiff as well. So what we'll do, we'll pull these bits here and we'll lubricate the top. So, yeah, that's a bit it's been done recently by the look of it. So have a look at the ball race. Yeah, the ball race is okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Now, this is supposed to be as free as fuck, but it ain't. See that there? It's not supposed to drift back down. It's supposed to drop down straight away. I will actually clean all this and re-lubricate it. Now, this pawl is supposed to be very free, and it is not supposed to be free, and it's not supposed to have any oil in it whatsoever. This is supposed to be dry. And people oil them and say, well, that's what we were taught to do. Who gives a fuck what you were taught to do? Do what the manual says you do. The manual tells you not to oil this, so if the manual tells you not to, why do I get them over there, over the edge there to, that's it, and just pull it across. Now I can get to it all, you see, and you can see where there's fucking crap on it. So let's get a cloth. We're gonna need, all the cleaning stuff and the grease. Fuck's sake. The grease, and I've got spray oil here. I have to use that. And we want the rubber renew. Alright, so put that there for a minute. I've got all this paper towel here, I can use this. So let's get this. I'll use the switch cleaner. Why? Because it's to hand. We'll clean all this out. There we go. I mean, you've seen me do all this before, but why not? Get them out because we'll pick the grease out of the ball race and we'll put new grease in. Since I'm doing all this, most people just give it, a lot of people just tend to give it a squirt of oil, but them 2 clips, put them in there so they don't get lost. The other thing people don't tend to do is oil that when it's free, that little bearing there, but this one's free. Let's clean the spigot. There we go. Now let's finish off cleaning the gear. Just spray a bit of that on it to just... And there's the main spigot clip for the turntable. Right, that's right now. So all we do now is we put that back. Usually you can fucking do it with fucking your fingers, but this is a bit of a tight one, so we'll use the tools on it. So that needs just lifting. A little bit, there we go. Look at that now. And that's how that should be. And what we'll do, we'll put a little bit of oil for that switch cleaner. A little bit of oil. There we go. Just there. It looks like, you know something, it looks like somebody's bent that, you know. It does. That's not supposed to be bent. That's it. Looks like somebody's bent that. Looks better. See, that now works. Now drops as it should. Perfect. Alright, let's get the crap out of this fucking ball race if I can. Generally what I generally do is use a tool to pick it out. And then wipe it. Pick it out and wipe it and then put new grease in. I mean, that way the grease in this isn't hard, but it's going hard, it's getting that way. And as I'm here and I'm doing it, I might as well fucking do it. Let's spray some switch cleaner on that. Spray some on that washer, flush washer as well. Just give it a clean then. Clean all the crap out. I mean, there was a portion of this that had no grease in it at all, so it's there we go. All the balls turned nice. Let's just clean the flush washer. Yeah, we've got a bit of hard grease on that flush washer. That's going to cause rumble. So, I mean, these things rumble enough as it is. Without any, you don't need any help. Fucking Rumble City, these BSRs. what I like to do, I like to turn the thrust washers upside down, because over the years they wear a groove. Might have to get this one fucker off. Come off, you cunt. You have a rubber O-ring in there as well, that has to come out. There we go. Right back down there. Put that one in there. I'll give this one a clean. There we go. That's it. And that's the hang on. Oh shit, I've dropped the thrust washer. There it is. Oh, bit of a Donald there. Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Remove the shit. I did have some brushes, but I don't know where they've gone. I had some paint brushes, little small ones, for putting grease in things, so I'm going to have to use, because I don't know where they are. I've seen them for a while. What I'll do, I'll just use this flat tool here to just scoop the grease out and put it where it needs to go. There a minute. We need to grease this gear. There are those that say they shouldn't be greased, but the point is, fucking grease when it left the factory. Put a bit of grease on there. Bit of grease on there. So that's ready to be reassembled. Now let's put a bit of grease in the grease bit in the bearings, in the ball race. Yeah, so there we go. Right. Well, that should be happy. For a very, 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 very long time. Spray a bit of oil. Just on the spigot. Put a bit of that on there as well, and it'll just help lubricate those bits. By the time we get to putting a record on, all that lubricant will be fucking moved. Now, put the drive gear. But we're not. Ooh. That's it. There we go. Put the clip on. These can usually be done by hand, but now and again you get a stubborn one. Ouch! That digs into you like that fucker did. There we go. Now let's do the underneath. Just give the underneath a bit of, yeah, because that's. That a bit of, just use your fingers. Now the speeds. Let's just get a bit of grease into there. Just use your fingers really. There we go. 78. Yep, that's all nice. Now let's put the. Oh, hang on, I've got to I've got to rubber renew the turntable over. Put rubber renew on the idler. You have to be careful with this rubber renew and don't get it in anything plastic. And it stinks. So we'll just basically what we need to do is just anything I can get on there, just spin that around my finger. Just get the crap off really. There we go. Oh shit. Off the idler. Now, get rid of that. And just take the residue off. Oh, that's good. Get the clip. Shit. Luckily there's not too many. Well, this is one good thing. It didn't end up all over the floor. Let's give that a white round. There you go. the now if I turn it on now, oh I won't know till I put the motor back in. Up. Give me a second, folks. That was just a friend saying good night to me. Right, so we're back. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Move some of the stuff out of the way. Right, now that has been serviced. Oh, I'll tell you what folks, I got a right dose of the fast today. Don't know what it is. Oh, and they're not nice either, they fucking stink horrible folks, honestly. You know, yeah. They fucking proper whiffers, them bastards. Tell you what, that last one I did, more than 2 sniffs of that fucking in you greedy. So what we'll do now, we'll find the input, which is there. Got an earth which has to be soldered back on. I need to find a screw for the motor because I have inevitably lost one. But that's no problem because we have plenty of screws. And luckily BSR used the same screws, except for that one which is a bit fucking longer. Which, so what we'll take, it's a bit longer that one. There we go, that's a bit longer and all. I suppose it'll fucking fit. All the same fucking screws really, just about a little bit longer. It should fit and not stick a washer on it. Right. So basically, we're at the point where we're putting the motor back in. That long one we'll use and put there. Now this should sound a damn sight better because them Arcos GP91 cartridges, they're not really a good sound on them. I mean, they get you home. I mean, if you've got a record player and you haven't got a cartridge, then you know you pop a new stylus in one, I suppose you get you home. But you know, I'd rather use a better quality cartridge. And these modern cheap things, they're not too bad. I mean, the one that's in this, the cartridge that's in this, I paid 11 quid for. So I gave a tenner. Well, I gave him a tenner and an extra month guarantee on his record player, which was the warranty. The extra month was what? You know, it was a fiver because I was going to allow him 15 quid, but neither of us had a fiver, so I just give him an extra month warranty instead. So I'm into it for 15, call it. Well, I'll be, let's call it 10. I'm into it for 10. Cartridge was 11, so I'm into it, so that's 11, so that's 21 quid so far. I'm into this, and in all honesty, I don't intend to get into it anymore, because the idea is to try and spend some, not fucking give it away. Right, is that the right way? Yeah, because that solders onto there. Tighten that up. Hold them together and just nip it up. There we go. That's that done. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Fucking, I'm left-handed and I'm having to use the iron in my right hand. There we go. Oh, no, we don't. Thought we fucking had it then. We have that time. Now let's connect. Let's connect. There we go. And then I'm just tacking these on just to test it. And fucking that's not even fucking. Here, get on there, you cunt. That's it. It's because my hand moving about, that's got it. It's just because of my hand moving about. There we go. Ooh. Put the there we go. Right. Let's put the speaker grill back on. Really, that didn't have to come off, to be honest, but I thought it did at first, but it didn't. But needs to be stuck down. Now I need to get some really good heavy duty double-sided tape. Now I need to find the plug. There it is. The neon's flashing. Our hum's gone. Yeah, our hum's gone. That hum's nowhere near as bad as it was. So what we'll do now, our test record. No, why won't it switch on? Oh, I know why. Bear with me folks, I know why. know why it won't fucking turn on. Ow. Come off, you cunt. What it is, all that lot I've got caught on the motor. There we go. That's supposed to go there. There, try it now. Yeah, goes on now. Ooh. Do you know, people have criticised me about farting on video, but some people only watch my videos for the humour. Some people watch them to get educated. That's good, and oh, that's good. That now there's plenty of talking that now, which is what we want. And let's put our record on. And we're on 33 1/3, or if you're in Ireland, it's 33 1/3. Move the arm on a bit. I haven't checked the weight yet, but we'll do that in a minute. There we go. Yeah, treble's working a lot better. Yeah, it's working a lot better now at treble. And our hum's gone. Our mains hum's gone. And it now has a stereo compatible cartridge, so it can safely play stereo records. Let's just check the weight. Still a bit of noise, but I think that's to do with the transistors or something. Now I can do about that. Now let's see what we weigh. We want to be about 4 grams. And actually we're actually 3.96. So yeah, I'll leave that weight alone. I'll leave that alone, folks, because Now we'll check it. Now we'll check it for dropping records. We'll play a little. Put our test record under there out of the way. We'll play a little snippet of a few records, and we'll see. And we're on 45.
Have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the papers with his walnut shoes? In his eyes you see no pride and
that's a B-side. I think they all are.
Yes, I'm still the same.
Just adjust the stylus set down. Try that. Just fine adjustments really, this.
This heart of mine would never miss you.
And then maybe I need to come out a bit. Can I do it by hand? Yeah. Ooh. Bit too much. Try that. So you go for an equilibrium, a bit of a compromise.
I have it.
It's a bit more in. Now that should. Whoops. That should now be spot on.
I haven't changed, I'm still the same. Haven't changed.
Let's put it on the A sides, because they're B sides. Put the A sides on. Well, the first one was an A side. And I noticed it didn't quite land in the right place there either, so. There we go.
have you seen the old man in the closed down market, picking up the papers with his walls?
That just needs the screws putting back in. And it's
sometime. When you take, you gotta give, so live and let live or let go.
That's good enough. No hum there now anyway. And the spin down on that turntable's a lot better than what it was. Right, so I'm going to call this one sorted. It's this was working when I bought this. It was working, and it just had that hum. And it just had that mains hum. There's still a bit there, but nowhere near as much. You know, it's improved, and all I've done really just replaced the electrolytic capacitors, and I've changed the cartridge, so it's got a compatible cartridge in it now, and I feel confident now I can play. And it weighs, the tone arm weight is 4 grams, 3.91 or something daft, or 3.94 or something daft. Call it 4 grams, which is about right for that cartridge, and which is where I want to see it at. And that's it. That's the HMV 2028 done. If you get stuck on it, you can't find the manual. The manual for the 2038 is the same amplifier. The cabinet looks different, but it's the same amp. So you can actually use that manual, which is the one I used. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and more to come later. Bye for now.